What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today you're going to hear my full thoughts on Nishane's Sultan Vetiver. I know, guys, it's about time. Some of you guys really wanted this review out, so I'm doing it for you. I love the note of vetiver, okay? It's one of those notes and fragrance that I always got to have around. I always got to have a bottle that has some sort of vetiver in it. But I can really say that this smells nothing like, Guerlain's vetiver, or Terre d'Hermes Eau Intense vetiver, or Tom Ford's Gray vetiver, guys. It has this Nishane Sultan Vetiver does its own thing. So let me read the notes off real quick, then we'll jump in and I'll let you guys know what this smells like to me. So the top notes are Japanese vetiver, absinthe, chilismol, aka Peruvian pepper, and bergamot. The mid notes are bourbon vetiver, Haitian vetiver, neroli, tonka bean. The base notes are amberwood, leather, and Brazilian leather, or Brazilian vetiver. Guys, I don't get all of the notes listed, okay? My nose is good, but it's not that great. This stuff is so well blended, guys, that I find all the notes in this fragrance that I listed work perfectly well together. And what does this fragrance smell like to me? This actually smells like mopping, like a freshly mopped wooden floor. But I want to say freshly not in a sense of it's super fresh and green and just sparkly and it's just uplifting. More of like just reminds me of a floor that's been mopped. So if it's just been mopped, it's freshly been mopped. Okay, nothing fresh about Sultan Vetiver. Okay, now the opening is a little challenging, or it can be a little challenging for some. I know, at least for me, it was a tad bit challenging until I kind of understood the fragrance a little bit more. Then it got way less challenging for me. So when I first sprayed this on, guys, what I get is a lot of citrus, but it's not a fresh citrus, guys. I know that the note, it said bergamot. I get more of like a lemon or an orange peel, okay? Like a lemon peel or an orange peel. Quite fresh, in fact, but it's not like a sparkly fresh or anything like that, because after you spray this on, that citrus note is accompanied by some sort of I want to say moldy smell, guys, or like a wet wood smell, and I find that it can kind of come off as a little bit animalic, a little bit pissy, and that is where this fragrance can be really challenging for a lot of people that aren't really accustomed to the animalic note. Now, it's not like a dirty animalic. Like I said, it's more of like an animal piss type of smell, but it doesn't go so far to where it actually smells like piss. It just kind of, like, it almost goes there. And that's the reason why I say it's kind of like a moldy smell, because it's kind of like sourish, just a tad bit. And when you spray this on, guys, I mean, it kind of takes you back a little bit. You're like, whoa, I thought this was going to be, a fresh, uplifting vetiver, but in fact, it's really not. It's a really dark. It is a fresh as far as citrus goes, but it's dark, moldy, damp, woody vetiver, green vetiver. Okay, and guys, that is what this really smells like. That's the best way I can kind of smell. I can kind of describe it to you. It's a tad balsamic, but if you're familiar with the Encre Noir line by Lalique Beauty, especially the Encre Noir à l'extrême version, guys, this is kind of, I mean, you can kind of smell similarities with à l'extrême by Lalique Beauty in Nishane Sultan Vetiver. However, Sultan Vetiver, I feel like, is way better blended, and then it just goes its own route. Now, Sultan Vetiver by Nishane is complex, but it's not complex to the point where it's like super like it just changes constantly. You know what I mean? There's this dance. In my from my wearings of this, I find that this is somewhat linear. Okay. The only time I say that it's not linear is from the opening to the absolute dry down. Okay, because in the opening you're gonna have the animalics, the pissy smell. After about 2 to 3 hours, guys, it dries down to like this smooth, almost in a sense, it's like a smooth, very well blended, subtle, powdery, a tad bit, green, grassy vetiver, guys. There's nothing clean about it. There's nothing soapy about it. It's just straight up vetiver. And I imagine the vetiver with the green, and then you have the root ball with the dirt. And it's very earthy. That is what this is. So hopefully, guys, I gave you guys a really good descriptive of kind of what this smells like. Now, as far as projection, longevity, sillage, the projection is moderate, guys. It's not a beast, okay? It's not gonna, you're not gonna, fill a room with this. It is moderate projection. So I want to say an arm's length for the first couple hours, for the first 2 to 3 hours, an arm's length. After that, guys, it cuts back about half an arm's length, which is pretty good, okay? For an extrait de parfum, guys, I find that that's okay. Okay, you don't want to, in my opinion, you don't want to really fill a room up with this, just because it could be off-putting to some people. As far as longevity goes, though, I'm getting a solid 8 hours on my skin, and that's consistent. Now, if you put it on clothes, guys, it's going to linger around and last for about 1 to 3 days. That's just from my experience. Especially if you spray it on a hoodie or clothing that is very thick. So yeah, just be aware of that. And as far as this, is this masculine or feminine? I really truly believe it is masculine, guys. It's got the woody aspect in there. It's got the animalic aspect in there, and it's also got this nice subtle powdery facet in here, which could be the tonka bean, which could be iris. I have no idea, guys, but that's just kind of my thoughts, and that's why it leans masculine in my opinion. But I find that a lady could wear this for sure. And what season? Honestly, I believe that this is an all year round fragrance, except for the super cold months. I just don't feel like it projects that much to where, in the super cold months, I don't really think anybody would really be able to smell it. I'm sure you would be able to smell yourself, but I just don't find it suitable for the winter. But I mean, you do you. If you have this, you wear it when you want to. And yeah, guys, that is my full review on Nishane Sultan Vetiver. I love this stuff, and I will continue to wear it. I believe they only sell it in a 50 ml. I wish they sold it in a 100 ml. But if you can find this at a decent price, guys, I think I picked mine up for around $70, which is a steal for this. I'll always have this in my collection. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you watching the channel. Thank you so much for the support. And remember, you can do anything that you put your mind to. Please believe that, and please stay safe, enjoy your life, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.